You fell in love with that spin mop until you learned you've been mopping with dirty water. What the f? It's What the F Wednesday, where I bring you a mess that would make anyone say, "What the f?" and serve you an eco-friendlier alternative to cleanup. What really gets me is that instead of just making an insert, you had to buy a whole new bucket system. If you're over the buckets, here's how to use a microfiber flat mop. The advantage of having a separate mop base is the ability to connect different tools to the mop handle. This mop base connects with two push buttons and hinges to pivot, but you can also lock it in place to make cleaning windows, walls, and ceilings easier. A good system should include at least a separate dry and wet mop pad. Let's start with the dry mop pad, which securely attaches to the base with heavy-duty Velcro. You'll notice that the mop pad is bigger than the base. That is intentional with this brand. But first, let's talk about adjusting your mop handle. For the most comfortable experience, bring the handle to chin height. Here's the advantage of an oversized and offset mop pad. Flip up the extra and dust your baseboards, walking the perimeter of the room. Now sweep the middle, keeping the same edge, going forward, working in a figure-8 pattern. Dry microfiber works using static electricity, which builds as it runs across the surface. That static electricity draws in dirt, dust, hair, and fur. Okay, you're all done. Let's sweep off our mop pad so it's ready to use next time. Use a rubber brush over a trash can, or I just prefer to take it outside. If you have a small pile of debris, just use a damp microfiber cloth to pick it up. I hate that line of dirt that refuses to go into the dustpan. This is so much easier. Let's get ready to mop. Start with warm water and a damp mop pad. Get it soaked, then wring it out. Even if you're using a spray mop attachment, you still need to start with a damp mop pad. Speaking of the spray mop attachment, this is your new bucket. Much lighter, easier to store, and delivers fresh water where you need it and when you need it. Because with quality microfiber, you only need water to remove particles as small as bacteria. And water is a lot cheaper than those store-bought floor cleaners. You can absolutely do back and forth motion if you prefer to work your triceps instead. Just always mop in the direction of the grain. All of the dirt is collected in the mop pad, which is washable. And while those spin mop pads are washable too, they recommend you replace them every 3 months, and that kind of cost adds up. Guess what? You're done. Zero waste and zero harmful chemicals. Follow for eco-friendlier cleaning motivation.